Kurikira Rwanda Agribusiness Tour kuri The Boom Africa.
Welcome to the Boom Africa. The Rwanda Agribusiness Tour is still ongoing, where we are looking for ideas from different Rwandans and how they perceive agriculture generally. So I would like to welcome you and tell us your name first, then your occupation.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is KABOGO Jamvier. I'm a pharmacist and I'm a public health professional.
Thank you. How do you perceive agriculture generally? How do you perceive farming?
Well, I think before I perceived it traditionally as something that is not profitable, as something that you do just to grow things that you would eat. But now I see it as a business opportunity, and probably I'm thinking of investing in agriculture in the future.
So, if you're to invest in agriculture, what do you want to invest in?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but things like fruits, let's say banana or pineapple, I've heard that those things are really profitable when you invest in fruits and you do it with technology, so you would actually make a living and make profit out of it. So I would go for fruits.
Right. So, do you know any of organization like in Rwanda, government organization, institution that deals with agriculture?
Oh yes, there's Ministry of Agriculture, Minagri, and then there's NAEB, which deals with agro-based exports, and then there's their partners, the international partners for agriculture. There's FAO, and then WFP, and other institutions.
Maybe you can tell us more about any of those that you've just told us.
I think NAEB is playing a very important role in terms of even showcasing what we do from agriculture at national level, and then make sure that we increase the export production to the outside countries, and Minagri just deals with policy and also make sure that they facilitate the access to the fund, especially for young people who want to do agriculture.
So if you're to do, you've just told me that you can deal with fruits and stuff like that. So do you think if you're to engage in them, do you see yourself reaching at the level of working with NAEB and be able to export them to other countries?
I think it would be the main aim. As someone who wants to do business in the future, if I'm gonna invest in agriculture, definitely I would look for partnership with those institutions, especially NAEB. Because if you're doing fruits and you are doing agriculture at large scale, so you definitely should work with Ministry of Agriculture and other institutions like NAEB. So yeah, definitely.
Thank you. So, what do you know any non-government based?
Yes, I've talked about WFP World Food Program and the FAO Food and Agriculture Organization, which also supports the government and agro businesses and initiatives in the country. Unless if you're talking probably other people who are involved in agribusiness.
So then, if you are to move forward, do you know any challenges that the youth are meeting when they take a journey to do agriculture? Do you know any challenges they are facing, or people who are already in the sector?
I think the main challenge is lack of awareness, lack of information. Knowing that it's actually profitable, it's actually a very good business to do agriculture. So there should be so much efforts invested in raising awareness about agriculture, and also the other negative perceptions about agriculture. So the awareness should definitely come to demystify demystify long perceptions or negative perception about agriculture. And then the other challenge has been the scaling up the technology-based agriculture. Because if you do the agriculture that we know from our families or from, from rural areas is pretty much traditional. It's more of a subsistence agriculture. So, they just, sometimes they just, grow things to eat. So if there is an investment or just support towards doing technology-based agriculture, then the challenges would be overcome.
So what do you think the institutions that you've told me before can do? How can they assist to overcome those challenges? Since they are in charge, what do you think they can do?
I think also one of the challenges that the young people also face is lack of funds. So I think those organizations can chip in terms of providing funds and also providing capacity building, into agriculture, and also giving mentorship and also connecting other businesses with agriculture, so that if you grow things, you have another buyer who is coming to buy your products. So it's an ecosystem that has to work together to make sure that actually it's good. It's just okay to do agriculture, and just they support each other in that ecosystem.
Thank you. So you've observed many people doing agriculture. You've observed many people being successful, So whom do you think can be your role model in this sector? Who has done this and successfully did it?
To be honest, I think I know entreprises we would solve Sinagelar, because they've been doing this for so long, and they've been successful in doing it, and also in exporting some of their products. So they do both agriculture and animal husbandry, and their products are top-notch. They are excellent. So we already love them, and it's a good sign that actually made in Rwanda products can be consumed, can be of a good quality. So entrepreneurs, we would say, is a role model to any person, any young people that actually want to invest in agriculture. And also, the other good thing about it, I think I'm not making publicity, I'm not advertising, but it's that they intend to employ young people, which is also good. So the other entrepreneur that I know, but he is in the process of actually doing it, is Shikama Dioscore, who is the CEO of AGRIGO. So they want to connect, they're empowering farmers, especially young farmers, to actually do business in agriculture, but also to empower them with technological skills or technology skills that are necessary to scale up their agriculture and do the modern agriculture. Yeah.
Great. So as we end this, how can you advise the youth who are watching us? What advice can you give to them?
I think they have to know that agriculture is the next big thing. It has been a very huge thing in the country. So our GDP depends on agriculture. So if you are not, if young people are not, interested in agriculture, what will we eat in the future? So there should be a consensus that agriculture is a modern business and actually can make money out of it, and it's profitable. So it is also up to the government and our partners to come down to rural areas to sort of support and raise awareness about agriculture, especially modern agriculture.
So thank you so much, and I advise everyone who is watching this video to stay tuned and continue to follow us in Rwanda Agribusiness Tour on The Boom Africa.
All right, thank you so much.